hot, 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 believe it or not. But today, unfortunately, it is cold pretty much all day. Talk about that coming up.
With Megan kicking things off for the weekend.
Yes, it is the weekend, which we've been waiting for all week, right? But it is going to be a bit of a cool Friday ahead, unfortunately. Temperatures that you see across the area right now are what the temperatures are going to be pretty much all day. Let's zip way on off to the north out here and check in with this 58-degree temperature from Terry Coletta in Genoa. Terry says it's a little cold out there this morning. He measured just a trace of rain as well last night. And you probably all picked up just a little bit of rain as the cold front came through. Noticeable difference in the temperature regime today. Nothing really on the radar right now, though. We're nice and dry. Nothing that you have to take the umbrella for, but we may see a spotty shower. I think it'll be very few and far between, closer to the lakefront and more likely across northwest Indiana this afternoon. Temperature-wise, what you see is what you get. Same temp out there right now, pretty much all day long, Derek.
All right, thank you, Megan. Well, we've been
to see the water traveling downstream enough where there's perhaps a lower elevation, and as it's draining into the Atlantic, potentially another issue there as well. So really going to be a big factor for them for days to come. What we have temperature-wise right now, pretty much across the board, low 50s. Mike Adams and Valpo right at about that point. Aurora, 59 degrees. Terry Varney, Ottawa at 60. Robin O'Malley and Brookfield at about 59. And Patrick Hurley and Berkeley also at 59 degrees. What I want to do is look at the temperature situation area-wide right now.
You've been telling us for the past few days because a little change in the temperature can make a big difference running that long.
It was that hurricane, as my brother knows, yes, because my brother was attempting to run the Chicago Marathon several years back. That was canceled halfway through the race.
Yeah. Wow.
So I believe he finished it anyway because they were pretty close. But I mean, people were having real troubles. That was even warmer. I believe it was the upper 80s then, so it was even hotter. But this one will be up near 80 degrees. Now, the morning may be a bit on the cooler side, so for the faster runners, it won't be quite as bad. But those who take a little bit longer, temperature is going to be getting up there. You got your coat on now, you're going to keep your coat on because temperature-wise, we stay pretty much where we are. We may even see a few temperatures in terms of going down a little bit into the afternoon. 59 degrees right now at O'Hare. Watch, really, O'Hare going to stay pretty much right about there all day long. Satellite and radar showing nice dry conditions. We do have quite a bit of cloud cover out there. It's a bit of a gloomy start with a strong northerly wind over Lake Michigan. We're going to pull in a few scattered showers today. The vast majority of those will impact northwest Indiana, not real widespread, and we should be clear by tomorrow morning. Forecast highs today, though, will range, not a whole lot. Going to range generally from the upper 50s.
Megan, Glaros is going to be a little bit different from yesterday, huh?
Yeah, big time, because yesterday we started with sun. We ended up with really mild temperatures. Today, we start with cloud cover, and we end up chilly. We start chilly. We just stay where we are pretty much all day long. We're nice and dry, though. That's the one thing that we'll see this afternoon as well, except maybe right along the lakefront we could have a spotty shower. In St. Louis, 65 degrees at 5:30 tonight. Partly cloudy, northwesterly wind between about 5 and 10 miles an hour. Now, we've had some visibility issues this week, not yesterday, but the day before, and it looks like today.
Puppy today. We're getting there. There she is. He is, because it's a Charlie. We're going to introduce you to Charlie coming up on the other side of the break. 10.
This might be the strongest dog alive. You can check out our Paws Pet of the Week now. This is Charlie. He's a charming 5-year-old pug mix, super sweet, friendly, social. Charlie gets along with other dogs and even cats. Who'd have known? He would love to find a home where someone is often home with him. Charlie already knows a variety of commands
caught up on all they're dealing with. But first, a look at your forecast. Hey, Megan.
Hey there, guys. We are looking at a forecast which is pretty similar all day long. Fairly cloudy and temperatures right about where they sit right now. This is Fred and Dylan. Dylan loves weather. He's the little guy there. Dad is Fred. 60 for their temperature. They're from Hobart, Indiana. And if we look up to the north just a little bit around the city here, we've got Alex Pizarro. He's got 61 degrees too. So temperatures stay pretty steady where they are, and you'll see that in the hour-by-hour forecast. By noontime, we're still in the 50s. Still in the 50s at 2 p.m. That'll generally be the case for most of the day. Could see a scattered shower, and I'll explain where that may happen coming up.
And that was really tough news to take because they did have such devastation. It was just in that limited area.
Yeah, very small area. It was just a few, 50, 60 homes maybe, and that was about it in that area, but in the middle of nowhere, so... You're right, they didn't have a lot of buildings around.
Kind of cool out there tonight.
It really is. Yeah, we have no fears about severe weather today of any variety because of the fact that temperatures are going to be in the 50s today. But 78 degrees for a marathon on Sunday with very breezy conditions could be problematic for those finishing the race a little later in the day. Let's check in. 58 degrees up there, one of our weather watchers. This is Denise Meyer. She's in McHenry, and she's got that 58-degree temperature. She is saying that she's thinking fall because this is the picture that she sent to me from outside of her house. You can obviously see the trees are just starting to change their colors. They're starting to come out, looking pretty out there, feeling fall-like. Let's see how today plays out. Really not budging temperature-wise much at all. We're going to stay in the 50s for the vast majority of the day today before dropping down to the 40s overnight tonight. Radar pictures dry, a bit of cloud cover down to the south, but I think what we're going to note out there today is just a little on the gloomy side. Down around St. Louis, a few scattered showers, but those are leaving the area. And what we'll see at the start of the game tonight is the temperature in the mid-60s, partly cloudy skies, northwesterly wind between 5 to 10. Go Cubs!
Thank you, Megan.